I've loved this car, hated it, fixed it, road tripped in it, and I've even considered selling it. Here's everything I've learned about owning a Tesla Model X for 5 years and everything Tesla won't tell you. All right, guys, I know this is a very much awaited video, but I can't believe it's been 5 years since I've had my Tesla. If you guys have been following me from the start, you guys have known since the day I bought it, I've had so much trouble with it, and I just hit 100,000 miles. I'm just about to hit 5 years with it, the first week of June, and I have detailed all of the good, bad, and the ugly about owning it. So, initial feel, right? Right when I bought the car, I was so in love. One of the major reasons why I bought it was because I loved the color, I loved that it was electric, I loved that it had autopilot. I would love to say that my first year was amazing, but it wasn't, because as soon as I bought the car, you guys remember, before I even took it off the lot, I had an issue where I opened all of the doors, the trunk, the front door, the side doors, everything. And when I went to push the button to make the trunk go down, it wouldn't go down. And I remember distinctively like talking to my rep there, and I'm like, hey, can you guys fix this before I take it off the lot? And he was like, oh no, you have to schedule it in the app for them to come repair it, or you come back to the dealership to repair it. But I'm like, I'm here now. It's a brand new car. I'm spending over $100,000. You guys can't fix it? And they're like, absolutely not. Sorry, you're shit out of luck at that point, basically. And one of the things I've realized, and I feel like so many of you guys can attest to this, when you are purchasing the car, oh my God, they are top-notch customer satisfaction, right? They're up your butt because they know you're about to spend a lot of money, and they're above and beyond when trying to help you. But as soon as they get that payment from you, you're shit out of luck. You're all on your own. They do not care. They have one of the worst customer service I've ever experienced in my life. In my life. I've hated every interaction I've ever had. I hate that everything's on the app. I hate that I don't have an email or a phone number I can call. They're trying to be all technological and save money and all that jazz, but I don't like that. I hate that everything has to be through the app. Something broken, go to the app. Going through your insurance, go to the app. Order a part, go to, I was like, no, I need to talk to someone and tell them what's going on. Why should I take home a car that isn't ready? Anyways, I'll get into all of that later, but driving it was honestly a lot of fun. I have to give credit where credit is due. Coming from a smaller car, I had a Honda Civic for 5 years. Oh no, I had it for 6 years. The Tesla truly does give you a really nice driving experience. It's so smooth. It's really harder for me to drive other cars now that I've driven a Tesla. Their wow factor is that it's a luxury car, so to say, and it's like super fast, super smooth. Yes, it is. Okay, and what?
Super gonna break your wallet.
I'm trying to be fair and give it like a good shot, but I've had such a bad experience, it's hard for me to give them props for treating me like shit for the past 5 years. So reality check kicked in real quick. I didn't have like the best beginning of it. I didn't have a good life of it. The car itself was nice to drive, don't get me wrong. But because it's a robot on wheels, you come across so many
stupid mishaps that you wouldn't have in a regular car.
You guys have seen how many times I've posted about me being at the Tesla dealership to get something fixed. I look at every single log I have, okay? For 100,000 miles, mind you, okay? No tire rotations, no oil changes, right? Because they don't do that. I have taken my car to get serviced 18 times.
18 times.
In 2021 alone, the year after I bought it, I took it in 8 times. 2023 was the only time I didn't take it in at all that year. There was a time I remember distinctly, I was driving, okay? And you know, everything on the dash is purely electric. Maybe it was because it was the summertime, I don't know what it was, but there's no excuse for this to ever happen. The whole car would shut down on me. I could not see how fast I'm going. I have no cameras to see left or right. Everything goes pitch black, and it's super, super scary. And thankfully this happened to me right when I was exiting to go home. It's happened to me 3 times. And I was like, hello. And if I had crashed and died or crashed and destroyed my car, Tesla wouldn't be in fault for that. They'd be like, oh, prove that our system shut down. So I literally have videos of me driving with a blacked out screen.
Flashback.
I don't understand. What did I do? What is going on? Tesla, explain to me why the car shut off. I can't even, nothing. Like, what the hell? This is trash. Ew, look at my nasty ass fingerprints. Whoa.
End of flashback.
Super dangerous. Not reliable at all. Reliable and Tesla do not ever go in the same sentence. Ever, never. The car, for how it's aged, I think in the past 5 years, it hasn't aged that bad, to be honest. My seats are fine. Nothing has really ripped. But to be honest, for an expensive car, it is really cheap. as in like everything feels cheap. We don't have the oh shit handles in the car. Our sun visor barely covers your eyes. I've had to replace my cup holder in my car. Parts of the seats fall off, the seatbelt twists, my back third row, the cushioning of the seat has come out by itself. It doesn't feel nice. I'm like, what part of this is luxury? Nothing. It doesn't even have a sunroof. It has a stupid, just one big windshield. Like, what's the purpose of that? I don't understand. Just let more sun hit my face so I can get cancer when I'm older because I don't wear sunscreen. Like, hello.
Even though I look like a burnt chicken nugget, I still love myself.
The car has gone, let's say tech-wise, it's gotten smarter. But with that, like with all the updates and things like that, it's just annoying. No one wants to deal with all that. And it's like some of the updates I don't like. So right now, the current update that they have for autopilot is very visually ugly. I don't like how it is. I don't like how I can't change certain things and you can never go back, which is like, hello, why would I
didn't sign up for this.
And now we're gonna get into what a lot of you guys are really curious about. How much I have spent these past 5 years. We're gonna go over 3 things. Out-of-door costs I bought for the car, how much it has cost me these past 5 years, and how much it has saved me. Mind you, this was 2020, okay? So I don't know how much the prices have fluctuated. I know it probably has gone down after like the height of the pandemic, but I don't even try to look anymore, to be honest. Okay, the car itself, the Model X, was $81,000. The Long Range Plus was $39.90. The color of the car, right, because I wanted red, was the most expensive, red and blue for the Model X, is an additional $2,500. I have the 6-seat interior, the standard is 5, and that was an additional $6,500. Destination and documentation fee was $1,200. The order fee was $100 is when you place the order online. Sales tax was $7,861.43. Electronic vehicle registration or the transfer charge that year was $30. And the amount paid to public officials, whatever the hell that means, was $7,000. And then I also upgraded to the full self-driving. At that time, it's $7,000. I don't even know how much it is now. Now you can also purchase it outright, or you can have it on a subscription model, which is baloney. And the total spent out the door just for the car itself in 2020 was $111,108.43. That is how much I paid just for the physical car itself, okay? Within the years, this is how much I've spent. I have changed all of my tires twice. So I'm on my that's my first set, that's my second set. Oh shit, I'm on my 4th set of tires technically, okay? The first 2 wheels, so here's the weird thing about the Model X's specifically. You don't do tire rotations because the front 2 tires are smaller than the back 2. The back 2 are a lot bigger, so you just run them down. You don't ever have to rotate them. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but probably, I don't know.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So the first time I did it was December 30th, 2021. So a year and a half after I bought the car, I changed the tires. 2 of them for $791.18. And then I did June of 2022 for $856.96. And then January of 2024 for $914.99. And then December of 2024 for $737.28. So it's always 2, 2, 2, 2. So I replaced it all twice. I'm on my 4th set of tires. My windshield cracked one time because water hit it in the heat, I don't even know. And I had to pay my insurance deductible, which was $1,050. The actual windshield replacement was pretty expensive. I think it's like $1,600 for that. But again, the worst part about getting work done on the car, anything happens, insurance, windshield, all that crap, you have to go to the dealership. You can't go to your local mom and pop shop, support local business. 1, they don't have the necessary parts for it. Tesla won't give it to them. They charge them an arm and a leg. And 2, a lot of the time they don't even want to work on it because they're like, what is this contraption? I don't want to risk anything with this. And then another thing was insurance, okay? When I was first starting out and looking for someone to insure me, every single person, I could not find anything under $350, $400 a month. Mind you, I did get the car when I was 23. I was relatively young. I only had like 6, 7 years of driving experience at that time. But the clean record is unbelievable. I didn't know, but someone told me that Tesla has their own automobile insurance and that's the best way to go because whenever you get in an accident or anything, it's way cheaper for Tesla to give you the part than any outside insurance. I actually spoke to an agent. I forgot who it was. The guy at State Farm. They're like, you should go with Tesla because all these insurances will always charge you more because you have a Tesla, because Tesla parts are just that much more expensive than any other exotic or luxury car out there. So for the first 6 months, we're gonna go in 6-month increments, okay? From June 2020, it goes $1,033.69, and then $1,047.85, and then $989.97, $1,036.33, $1,101.84, $1,070.08, $1,060.87, and then last November, right, I'm waiting for my renewal. Tell me why. They're like, oh, we're increasing your insurance to $1,506.01. And I was like, because what? And it's literally because we can. I was like, you guys have had me locked in for 4.5 years at this good rate. Why are you all of a sudden upcharging me? And they don't care. So I was like, I'm not dealing with this. Oh, sorry, I remembered the reasoning was like,
because parts are getting more expensive.
I was like, no shit, Sherlock. Everything's getting expensive. Why are you like, I've never had a claim besides the windshield. Like, hello. And then from that point on, I went to Geico. And now I pay $11.50 for every 6 months. Which, out of all the years I've had it, is the most expensive. I've always had it under $1,100 approximately. But beggars can't be choosers, I guess. One thing I undermined when I bought the car of how much registration was going to be. The first year, so 2021's registration was $975. And then the following year was $911, and then $869, $813, and then $751. And then for maintenance, I had to take it in 2 times to pay for something. I forgot what it was specifically, but it was $168.98. I think the 18 volt or 21 volt battery, something like that. I don't care to check. And then $279.31. Okay, so in 5 years, in registration, insurance, and any sort of repair, why am I doing this? This is gonna hurt my soul. I've paid $20,152.21. That's
Bonkers.
my Civic wasn't even that much. My Civic was, I think, $16,000. It was such a good, beautiful car. I miss her so much. I took it, she did her job. She took me to school and back, work and back. When I tell you, I never once took my Civic to the shop. Not once in 5 years. And I drove that car, 6 years. I drove that car from the Central Valley to San Jose every day. I went to San Jose State. I drove that to work. I was on the road all the time. I never had a problem with it. Never, not once did I take it. Not once did I take it to the shop. And I think I repaired my tires, all 4 once. And then I ended up giving it away at 70,000 miles, but still. So I, in the past 5 years, have spent my hard-earned cash money on this hunk of junk. $129,753. $129,000. Base, let's round up. I spent $130,000 on this car. But hey, let's get into what Tesla's whole model point is, right? Gas. No. Energy. Yes. You don't pay gas. You use sun. Charge your car. Save money. Now, you guys are gonna be like, Malola.
I can't feel bad for you because you did this to yourself. You chose about...
Yes, I did. Okay? That doesn't mean I can't bitch about it. I can, yes, the same way I spent a stupid amount of money on this car is the same way I can complain about my choices of my life that I made when I was 23. And to prevent you from making the same mistakes I did. So their whole selling point is that, hey guys, it's really expensive to drive with gas. You should be charging. Before you guys all jump on me and say, why did you make such a dumb mistake? The sole reason why I bought this car in the first place was because I have unlimited supercharging, which means I don't pay for gas. I don't pay for charging, whatever the equivalent of it is. I've never paid for it, which is, I would never in a million years buy the car. And I always told myself that it's not worth, who buys a $130,000 car and has to charge it? It made no sense to me at all. So let's see how much I have saved, okay? I calculated the average gas price for a mid-size SUV in California for the past 5 years. 2020, the average price was $320, 2021 was $4, and then 2022 was $548, 2023 is $495, 2024 is $476, and 2025 was $448. So right here, this was the gas prices for the past 5 years. I compared it to a 2020 BMW X5, a Q7 Audi, and a Mercedes-Benz GLE 350. I compared it to those 3 cars, and I just hit 100,000 miles. So average gas price was approximately $4.48 per gallon, and total fuel cost was about 4,762 gallons. You guys don't care about how I did the math, but I did do the math. And I have saved approximately $21,333 in gas. I mean, that's still a lot of money. But if you think about it, if I had bought one of these and spent like $50,000 or $60,000, and then I would only have spent like $80,000, that's still better than $130,000. And then, as much as I complain about my car, right? You guys are like, why haven't I sold it? If I have spent $130,000, do you know how much my car is worth right now on KBB? The car is worth like $37,000 or $35,000. It doesn't make sense for me financially to sell the car, right? I'm out all that money, it's sunk cost. Let's say I get 35. Let's say I make 35,000. I want to get a bigger car. So I would either get an X6, an X5, or I would get a Lexus RX 350. I'm out $60,000 right there. So I'm spending an additional $30,000. So I might as well, I'm going to hold on to this car for as long as I can and milk that supercharging as much as I can. Tesla will not see a dime from me ever again in my life. No matter the amount of emails they send me saying, hey,
Buy a Cybertruck from us. We'll let you transfer the full self-driving and your unlimited supercharging.
I get those emails all the time from these people. You're not going to get that from me. Will never give Tesla another penny. And maybe if you have a different car, the S, the X, or the Y, or even the truck, you have a different experience. But because the X, even though it's supposed to be the most expensive one out of them all, which I don't really understand, I don't really enjoy the butterfly doors. That stuff's so annoying. The whole electric thing, like, not nice. It's not, the car wasn't fully thought out. Like, why do you not have handlebars? My dad hates getting in my car. My dad is 70 years old. He hates getting in my car because he's like, I don't have anything to hold on to. Do you guys not think about stuff like that? Or do you just don't care because it doesn't look nice? The visor, guys, the visor stops right here. It's a sun visor. It's supposed to protect me from the sun. It's not doing that. Oh, all the little stupid things that break here and there. It's just giving me a headache. Okay, let's talk about charging. From when I bought the car, right, to now, Tesla definitely leads in like their infrastructure of charging stations. In the beginning, it was hard. It sucked a lot. I didn't have any in my hometown. The closest one was like 20 minutes away. So busy. The charge output was only like 75 kilowatts. Now they have some that are like 250, which is like amazing. It's only going to get better from here. So I think long-term electric, it's going to be good. Here's what I think Tesla did, right? Their cars are ass. We can all agree their cars suck and their drivers are even worse, excluding me because I'm the exception, not the rule. They are doing this so that they are dominating the charging infrastructure game, right? They're going to get out of making cars. Maybe they won't because they know people are up Elon's butt and they'll always want to buy his products. But they're going to make all of their money off of other car businesses wanting to use their infrastructure. Instead of Toyota, Chevy, I mean, some cars already do it now, like GM and all of them. You can use Tesla's supercharging infrastructure to charge your electric GM. And so that's how they're going to make their money. They're just going to charge all these companies a subscription or whatever flat rate fee for them to use that, and then they're going to be billionaires forever. But the charging infrastructure was really bad in the beginning, but it has gone really far. I've done the trip. I've gone all the way to San Diego. I've gone to Los Angeles. You only need realistically one. Kettleman City has like the biggest infrastructure of charging stations there. They have hella, and you're next to like all these restaurants and food. So I go charge, it's fast, all this food, and you're in and out. So it's definitely getting there. So I can't fault it at that. And then you guys have probably heard of anxiety range. I don't really do it that bad because I like to calculate how far I can get, and I always like to be safe than sorry. I'm always a glass half full. Half empty. No, my dad growing up was always like, if your gas tank is on half, it's half empty, not half full. Go charge it up. So when I bought the car, full 100% range, I think I was at 338. 5 years later, I think if I 100% charge it, I'm at 315, which is not too bad, right? So it's still retaining a lot of its charge, but you're never supposed to charge it 100% of the way. They only recommend it for the most part go to 80, but I didn't end up putting a charger in my house like 2 years ago, just for convenience. I think the charger itself was like 500 and then the installation was like 500 or 400 like that. So this is definitely helpful when you have a charger at home, and we have solar. So that definitely does make a difference. Now guys, to end all of this off, the final question that a lot of people may ask, would I still buy this car in 2025? You would have to
Kidnap me, tie my hands behind my back, gag my mouth, rip my fingers off my hand to grab that pen to sign the paper for me to buy this stupid car again. Even if you held my family at gunpoint, I would rather die than waste my money and invest it in this again.
It is 100% not worth it. If you are thinking longevity-wise, like, hey, I want a good electric car, don't do this to yourself. Don't do it. If you're trying to make the switch, I know we are all new to the electric world, but Tesla is not the way to go. At least for the Model X. I can't speak on everyone else's experience. Model X is not a good car. It's not a good car at all. Coming from the reliability of Honda and Toyota, you guys remember how disappointed my father was in me when I switched to an American car? He was disgraced. My dad was a strictly Japanese man. He was like, Toyota, Honda, that's it. And when I went to American, there's a reason. I promise in the 5 years that I've had the car, my dad has never driven it once. I swear to God. My dad has never sat in the driver's seat once. He refuses to. And am I stuck with this car? Yes. I will see this. I'm going to get my money's worth, which probably won't happen, but I'm going to run this car to the ground. unless someone decides to hit me and God graces me that I survive and I can use my insurance money to buy a different car. But I'm going to supercharge the crap out of it. They want me to give up supercharge so bad because they don't make any money off of me that way, right? They made money off of me from the car, but not really any other way because I don't get my tires replaced by them. I get it replaced by America's Tire because they're amazing. So if you're considering a Model X, I hope this helped. If you guys have any recommendations on EV cars that you guys have loved and have like at least 3 years of driving experience with, let me know. I'm curious to see what your guys' thoughts are and what your experiences have been with the Tesla because mine has been horrible. I know everyone's not gonna have the same, but this has definitely been what mine has been like. I hope this video has helped you in some way if you're deciding to purchase an electric car and give the crooked billionaire Elon Musk any of your hard-earned money, so don't do it.
But I did.
But closing thoughts. I know it's a bad car. Let me explain this, right? In the most humble way possible. I bought the car because I could afford it. I can still afford it, right? So there are people who spend their hard-earned money on this, which I don't want you to do, and are literally drowning make your payments on this car, which is gonna be over $1,000 a month. Don't do that. If you can afford it and you really enjoy the car and you don't mind it you have to, I forgot who said it, Jay-Z or whatever. You have to be able to buy the car, buy what you want in twofold. That means you can afford it. Some shit like that, right? I don't like this fake it till you make it shit, okay? There's nothing wrong with driving a Civic. There's nothing wrong with driving a Corolla. There's nothing wrong with any sort of car you drive. Your car is not a status symbol. Stop letting people fool you into that shit. Who gives a crap? I don't care. No one cares. So just enjoy the car you have now. I bought the car because at that time when I was 23, I finished my master's, I had a great job, and I was hustling. At that time, guys, hello, I had 3 jobs. I had my full-time job. After my full-time job, I was doing part-time at my old job, and I had TikTok. So I had 3 streams of revenue. I didn't even touch my savings because one of my jobs was paying my car. That's why I did it, because it financially made sense to me. And, oh my God, I forgot to add this back. I bought the car because the job I got was reimbursing me for miles. Out of that 100,000 miles, 70,000 of that I got reimbursed for. So I got paid on top of me not paying for gas. That's why I bought it. So please don't fall into the stigma of you have to have a good car for people to look at you. Half these people who drive these nice cars are broke. Trust me, they're broke. So don't do that. Cars are not important, okay? Your happiness is. And this car made me happy at the time. That's why I did it. Okay, bye.